Hey my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about the Logitech G Pro and why this wheel is probably not for you. Now, I understand I put out that 50-minute video last night about the Logitech G Pro versus the T598, and there's been a lot of amazing feedback from the community about my stance on this wheel. So guys, let me explain something real quick for you so that you truly understand what's going on and why I review products the way that I review them sometimes, so that you get a better understanding of what Frogboy X1 Gaming is all about. Now, as you can see in the description of the channel, I review games and equipment and stuff for the casual audience. I review things for the casual gamer, the casual PC gamer, the casual sim racer, the casual. That is the market that I think is undertapped or whatever or underserved for on YouTube. You get a lot of people, a lot of content creators out there that review these products, and they try to give you like this quick, fast, 16-minute video because they're more worried about their watch time than they are worried about delivering an experience for you to help you try to understand what the nuances about this stuff are. Now, if you look at the Logitech G Pro, okay, in the name it says Pro. Like, this wheel is designed and developed for a pro sim racers that truly understand the nuances and complexities of higher direct drive wheelbases, of load cell pedals, all of these things that are very good for that extreme what's it called, for that extreme side of sim racing. Whereas what we're trying to do is we're trying to help people find, I'm trying to help people find an entry level into sim racing or into PC or into all of these amazing worlds of tech and fun that's easy for them to grasp and easy to bring them in. So my wife and I have been together for 12 years now, almost 13 years, and she had always been like, I'm not a gamer. I am not a gamer. And I was like, babe, there's that one game that's going to be there for you. And we found it. We found that one game, Disney Dreamland. She loves that game. She's played a ton of it. So there's always that thing for everybody. And I fully believe that. As somebody that is truly enthusiastic and loves gaming and tech and all of this stuff, I truly believe that there's that one thing that can suck anybody in to the world of gaming, and sim racing is at the very tippy top of some of the things that I absolutely love to do. And when I first started into sim racing, I went into sim racing thinking like, okay, I'm good on a controller. I just want to try this. I want to see how it feels. And I literally went out and I just bought a T150. I hooked it to a desk, and that was enough to get me excited about it, because I was like, all right, now this doesn't feel great. It's flipping all over the floor. And so I ended up screwing the pedals to the floor, and I had like this little desk and it was all wobbly and shaky and stuff, but I was like, I'm enjoying this. I am having fun. So from that point forward, I have taken this little, I've taken this experience of sim racing, and I've started to periodically increase where I am at in sim racing. Right now I am, this is my top setup, is the Fanatec DD Pro with the 8 Nm boost kit. I just bought the Fanatec V3 Club Sport pedals for this. This is on an FGT Cockpit. I would say this is pretty average for like your I would say this is a really good casual setup that is borderline, hey man, I'm starting to want to get serious in sim racing. Now, then you also see me covering like other wheelbases on wheel stands and stuff like that. Those are literally more of that entry level, hey, I just want to pull it out of the closet, set up a wheelbase, plug and play, and have fun. Like, you've seen me like really start to like really develop a lot of content for that, for in between that base. Now, the Logitech G Pro, my friends, and this is why I say this wheel is probably not for you, and it's not a jab at Logitech or any of the products they make. I just don't think that this thing is in your best interest as an entry-level wheelbase. And I also don't think that I honestly think that you have better options that are more robust, more fleshed out, that are around the same money or better, significantly better than what you're going to be able to get out of the Logitech setup. So that's why I come at this a little bit differently than a lot of people do. I probably honestly don't think my opinion differs from a lot of people. I think that if you go and watch anybody else's content for the Logitech G Pro, I feel like their content and sentiments are going to be pretty close to mine, because I just don't feel like this overall experience delivers what most people on a PlayStation 5 would be interested in. Now, I haven't even tested it on PC, just because of the fact that the PlayStation experience is so all over the place with that wheelbase that it's like, wow, I don't get it. Now, I started, my whole experience with Logitech was just recently with the G923. I had never even tried Logitech before. I was more of a Thrustmaster / Fanatec fan. When I did get the G923 and I actually, was able to start utilizing that, playing around with that, experiencing True Force, I was like, wow, I'm a believer. I believe in True Force. This delivers a feeling that like is unlike a lot of the other experiences that I've had the ability or I've had the opportunity to test. And so, when I'm testing this G923 and I'm having fun with it, I'm like, yes, this delivers fun. So much fun, in fact, that I was like, yeah, this is probably the perfect wheel for my nephew when he was over here the last week and we were doing the videos for the GT Lite Junior Cockpit. I thought that was a perfect fit for him, and I was able to send that with him. It was just under a T248 power. And I was like, yeah, this is perfect, especially for this wheelbase, for this cockpit. This is going to deliver an experience that he's going to be able to learn and grow and get better over time. So we will be checking back in with that in a little while to see how he's doing with that. So when I look at these experiences, and then, so that gave me the excitement that I had to test out the G Pro. From the moment we hooked up the G Pro, when he first bought it, we got this on the same day that the T598 came out. My son-in-law called me, a week before, and he's like, "Hey, should I buy the G Pro? Should I, what should I do? Should I wait for the T598?" And I was like, well, at first I told him, just hang on. Thrustmaster said they're going to send it out to me. Let me test the T598, and then I'll give you the best information that I can. I was actually considering buying the Logitech G Pro for the channel and then covering that, starting next year. But after experiencing the G Pro, like I don't know if I want to invest my money in that ecosystem. It seems very small. They're literally finally starting to get new wheel rims and stuff like that out. But when I'm looking at the size at 290 millimeters and stuff, I'm just like, ooh, I don't know if that's something that I want to start sinking money into right now, because I still got to finish. I still got to finish getting up to the top end of the Fanatec, and then obviously I want to finish getting up to the top end, with the T818 for Thrustmaster or whatever. So I've got those plans first, and then maybe we'll circle back around and start looking at Logitech again. Hopefully by then, maybe they've got some more products out that make the ecosystem a little bit more, a little bit better. But for my liking right now, I do not like that wheel rim that comes with that Logitech. So that there's an immediate like, oh boy, red flag for me. And then when you look at what the Logitech offers with the True Force on the G Pro, it feels significantly different than it does on the G923. Like you can set it from 0 to 100. By the time we were done testing yesterday, I just turned it off because it wasn't delivering the feeling that I was getting out of the G923, which was significantly better. Everything just felt more sharp and direct, and it was really getting to be frustrating. I feel like if there was a wheel, like a wheel rim that was less dense than the one that comes with the G Pro, I feel like it would reverberate that overall feeling a lot better. I'm a very feely guy. Like the way things feel, that resonates with me more than just overall force feedback and stuff. Like I like force feedback, and it definitely gives me the the sensations that it's supposed to, you know, like when you hit a curb or when you go over something and you like hit a bump, a dip, and you get like the wobble and everything like that. Like all of that's fine and dandy. It feels great. But that extra fine detail that you get from something like True Force on the G923, I am very susceptible to that type of overall feeling, and I really like it. I really do. Like that haptic feedback that permeates throughout the wheelbase as you're driving and stuff. That stuff feels absolutely incredible to me, and I would love, you know, these companies to be able to figure out a way to do that. Now, when I was testing Test Drive's Unlimited Solar Crown, that was a game that I thought was truly going to shine on the Logitech G Pro. And for the most part, it kind of does. I mean, like you can kind of get a little bit of that haptic feedback, but to me, it didn't feel anywhere near as good as that game feels on the T598. I'm like, wow, this is very impressive that the Thrustmaster T598 can feel this good. Like when you're in like I'm in a Mustang and I hit the gas and I just feel this yank on the wheel, and like you can feel like that power. But on the Logitech, it just literally felt kind of mute. It was like, and then it was like this like the rumble, like you would get like the car engine sound, and it would just kind of add like this static, you know, like hum sound, and you would kind of feel like the hum in the wheel. Whereas with the Thrustmaster, you're getting like the boom, like the gas rev, and then you're getting you're hitting the shifter, and you're getting the gear jolt, and it just felt significantly better and funner to play that on the Thrustmaster T598. So I'm like, wow, dude. Like when I'm driving through the water on the Logitech, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess you can kind of feel like the water. But then when I go to run over the freaking the train tracks, you know, the trolley tracks in the game, and I run those over and there's nothing, absolutely nothing. I was like, wait a minute. And then I get on the trusty thrusty and I hit those, and I'm like, and I'm feeling that vibration, you know, as my tires are going over each individual freaking track. I was like, wow. That is good. That is immersion. That is some good immersion, and you get that same feeling with the Fanny Boy. So it's like you get this immersive feeling through these other wheels, but Logitech True Force is supposed to be this like 100% sound delivered. And like you're missing some of these features that are just not programmed with the sound, you know, like going over those curbs, you're not getting that. So it's like, it kind of throws you off. Now, the overall picture of this is the Logitech G Pro is a fairly complex setup. It is. You only have the one option for the pedals right now, which are the load cell pedals. And that there was... You can get used to these, but you basically need. I mean, we were testing them specifically on the wheelbase 2.0 Lite. Specifically for this reason, to figure out how this thing was going to operate and what you needed to do. Could you use this as an entry level? I mean, could a casual buy this and have a good time? And the conclusion that I came to is no. The money needed to invest in a cockpit, like a real cockpit for these you need a pretty good sized cockpit for these load cell pedals. Like you do. You have to have a solid foundation, which I'm learning right now currently with my V3 pedals, like hooked to my next level racing. I might actually have to upgrade from the FGT cockpit to an aluminum frame once I start getting up to that 15 Newton meters with the DD Extreme. I'm probably going to end up having to upgrade. I feel like the FGT cockpit is absolutely incredible, but I feel like 8 Newton meters is probably at that peak of where you should be with this, and kind of like it does do pretty well with having no flex or minimal flex for the load cell. Like that part's not really a problem, but once you start getting up there and more power, you start to get a lot more vibration and movement through the cockpit. And, you know, as I've been testing, you know, from the wheel stand over to the wheel stand 2 over to this, you know, like that extra added rigidity that you get from going up in every level, it really does kind of help the overall force feedback and stuff permeate through the base better, and it just feels better. It starts to get better and the experience gets better. But I've specifically designed this channel to try to force myself to learn all of this. Because yes, absolutely I could go out and buy an aluminum frame. Absolutely I could go out and buy some of the best like sim racing stuff on the market. Like I could probably go even higher than Fanatec, but I like Fanatec. I like Thrustmaster. They 100% deliver an experience that is perfect for me. Like I don't necessarily need more than 15 Newton meters. I don't need all that extra power. Like to me, the 8 Newton meters is fun. To me, the 5 Newton meters is fun. Like it's fun. I'm having a good time. So I wanted you guys to know that and to understand that, because the G923 or the Logitech G Pro, it's a very complicated system to set up and get in there. And I've only had like a day, you know, maybe a couple, like a few hours one day, and then, you know, pretty much a pretty good amount of time yesterday to play around with this thing. But I still keep coming back to the conclusion that like this is not an entry level thing. And then listening to the way my son-in-law talks about it, you know, and his experiences with it, and already like he's already like, gosh man, I should have got. And when you hear that from somebody that was hyped up over a product and really wanted to try it and really believed in the overall experience that other freaking channels have delivered, and then you get that, and within a month, you're already like, oh man, I should have got the Fanatec. I should have listened to you. I should have went with this. I should have went with that. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, dude, the freaking, the Camus C12, which is 12 Newton meters of power, felt better than the Logitech G Pro. Had a better wheel rim, has better load cell pedals. The LC100 load cell pedals are better than that. So, I mean, if you really got to have something, I mean, but that's only PC. And that's where your options are very limited when it comes to consoles, especially when you want to get into that higher power range. So this is what I recommend, guys. If you really want that max power and all of that stuff, at this point right now, I recommend going Fanatec. Fanatec has the most powerful experience with a wider range of overall peripherals and accessories, and the experience with Fanatec is very dialed in. This is Logitech's very first direct drive wheel. Fanatec has a few under their belt. So yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking like, whoa, the G Pro. Now here's my honest opinion. If Logitech really watches this channel and they want my opinion, make the same Logitech G Pro as a 6.5 Newton meters. Make it 6.5 Newton meters. You can keep your design philosophy, all of that stuff. You can even keep the wheel rim, because it actually felt pretty decent at about 6.5 when I lowered that down. A lot of people, you know, it's almost like common knowledge that you set your base at peak. Every wheelbase that I own is set at peak, just so you guys don't understand that. Like my Fanny Boy is set to 8 Newton meters peak. Both of them are set to 100%, and I do adjust them in game. But for some reason, the Logitech G Pro, when I would set it to max, and then I would get in game, and then I would play with it on like Gran Turismo, you know, I was setting it all the way down to like 1, and then I tested all the way up to 10, and you get to a point where like even in GT7 at 5, the force feedback at 5 on like setting the maximum force felt terrible with the base set to 11. But when I set the base at 6.5 and then set that same at 5 or even 10, it felt significantly better to me. Significantly better. I was like, okay. And I sat there and I did a bunch of laps because we were trying to figure out what the best settings for him was to go home and to be able to continue playing. So I sat there on GT7 for a while, doing laps around Watkins Glen, and dialing that thing in to where it felt drivable. And guess what, guys? True Force completely turned off, because it just muddied the experience way too much. So I told him, try these settings when you get home. We tried turning up the damper. We tried we played with a lot of that stuff. The force feedback filters, we tried every single one of those. Like I went through that wheel for a good couple hours after the video, and I was setting that up to send him home with that so that he could actually, you know, utilize that. And then I told him, you know, okay, these are the settings that are going to change, you know, probably play with this stuff. I told him, because after the games that I testing the base at 11 Newton meters versus testing it at just 6.5 came out to be very, very good across the board. Gave me good overall settings management in there with the wheel rim that's on there. Gave me good settings. I was a lot happier with that, but most people are not going to understand that. So yes, Logitech, if you're listening, make the same base, 6.5 Newton meter max, peak, or whatever, and call it a day. Charge people $500-600 for it, and you've got a winner. Like you've got a winner. Like you can definitely do that. The one thing for me though was the way I was experiencing the True Force. Now that might 100% be tied to the fact that I was on a Wheel Stand 2 Lite, and that's fine. Like we can try it on like a more robust setup. Next time he brings it up, we'll probably put it on the Wheel Stand Lite 2 or Wheel Stand 2.0, and then maybe someday if I don't have like this on here, or when I upgrade and get a new cockpit, then we'll test it out on the FGT cockpit. So. Yeah, guys, I'm not 100% negative, like thinking that like the G Pro is just a trash product. It's not a trash product. Like I did get a good feeling out of it overall, but I want people to see these videos and be like, oh, shock, stop, think, and be like, okay, this is going to be a pain in the butt for me as a casual to load this up and to jump on there. Like these videos are designed that way. Like that's my mindset going into these videos. How can I show people the user experience? How can I show them what types of frustrations? Because I do all my videos uncut. Like I don't cut them. So how can I show people the experience? From buying it, setting it up, like the first Logitech video, the unboxing and all of that. How can I show people the user experience? And how much nuance is going to go into setting this up for them to be like, okay, maybe that's not that good for me. I do make these videos that way. Like they are impromptu. My videos are always impromptu. I don't script or any of that. But I try to give you guys the most pure, upfront experience for these products as I can. From the unboxing to setting them up, I try to do it all without cutting my videos. Why do you think I invested in these cameras and all of this stuff so that I can make these videos and be able to record them? And yeah, I'm trying to do my best. This is just, I feel like the casual market is very underserved, and I feel like the casual market is where the most questions are, and I feel like people waste a lot of money from watching, like, not necessarily paid shill videos, because obviously, but watching videos that like these content creators are more about getting that watch time and all of that stuff. So they're popping out a 16-minute video and they're just like, yeah, this is so good and blah blah blah, and telling you everything, and then like, oh, well, maybe I don't like this, and then like you come away dumber, not knowing anything, but you just feel like, yeah, I really like that content creator, so you buy the product. I'm trying to change that, at least for our community. I want you guys to be better informed, and I want you guys to see from the ground up how these experiences truly are. So yeah, guys, I so far I'm very happy with Thrustmaster's T598. I'm very happy with the Fanatec DD Pro. The Fanatec DD Pro was kind of nuanced at first, because my experience was coming from a Camus where you actually have to set things up, over to like the Fanatec DD Pro. So I just, if you just hit the auto button on Fanny Boy, absolutely incredible, very easy, user-friendly, and it feels good across everything. And it's so consistent across every game. Like it just feels great. It's perfect for that casual. Like it is perfect. And then if you want to get in there and set things up, like, yeah, then you can like really fine tune the Fanatec to feel exactly the way you want. So yeah, Fanatec is definitely a huge 2 thumbs up for me. Thrustmaster's T598, guys, it did come in hot. It is constantly getting worked on, but the overall base experience is there. It's just not as consistent as the Fanatec experience is just yet. The new inertia setting in the newest update has definitely made that better, definitely helped that overall experience. Some games like Test Drive, Unlimited Solar Crown, or Ren Sport absolutely feel amazing on the T598, but then there's other games like GT7 that still needs a little bit of work. There's, it actually feels pretty dang good on EA Sports WRC, but there are games that definitely could use a little bit more work on it, but overall, it feels pretty dang good. Like it's a good thing. The Logitech G Pro, guys, I haven't had enough time to like fully pass judgment on it, but what I can tell you with all the testing and all the setup and everything that I've went through with this wheelbase, I don't recommend it for the casual. I don't. I'm sorry. I just cannot recommend that. And because you literally are going to have to put it at 6.5. So that's not worth the investment that you're spending on that wheelbase to have to limit it to something that low. You would probably be better off just getting the Turtle Beach at 6.5 Newton meters, because I kind of feel like that would have a similar experience to what you should be getting on the Logitech. So yes, I don't have necessarily a problem with the Logitech G Pro, and I do think that if you are fully competent, fully capable, and fully understand the nuances and complexities of sim racing at higher Newton meters and with load cell pedals and stuff, maybe take a look at it. But I just feel like there's significantly a better options out there that this probably wouldn't even come across your radar. To be completely honest with you, the Fanatec 15 Newton meter, the Fanatec 12 Newton meter, the freaking Sim Magics, the MOZAs. Why would you even consider buying a Logitech when you have so many other better options? So many other better options. That's the thing. So basically, if I ever cover the Logitech G Pro, like if I ever finally get around to picking one up, or if Logitech decides, hey man, maybe we should send him one so he can like really have the time to figure it out, then I'll be able to look at it deep or a lot more. But right now, my son-in-law, he's got it. If he brings it up here, we'll do more content on it. But as it sits right now, guys, yeah, I just don't think this is a good fit for the casual racer. And I hope that this video helps you, and I hope this video helps you understand what this channel is all about and what I'm trying to do. I would like to be able to get more organized, to really be able to bring you that experience, and to like that's the ethos and how I want the channel to be received. That's the thing that I've been working on the most. So, all right, guys, I'm going to try to do better to explain that during the videos that I make. So yeah, all right. Have fun. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, keep racing, keep gaming, keep building PCs, and keep having fun.